quite frequently people get a little confused between the lawsuit protection capability of a corporation, and I like best to explain it this way. The greatest benefit of a corporation is because it runs the business and gets tax benefits. Runs the business, get the tax benefits. Almost memorize that. Runs the business, get the tax benefits. But you'll notice we don't say run the business, get the tax benefits, and gives lawsuit protection. See, a lot of people don't realize that when we entered into the lawsuit epidemic about 30 plus years ago, we discovered a major crack in the dike. We found out that if corporations follow the traditional philosophy that the corporation should own the corporate real estate, the corporate vehicles, the corporate equipment, well, that's all fine and well from running a business point of view. But what if that business now gets into a major lawsuit, especially if the judgment ends up becoming greater than the insurance in the corporation? And a lot of people have the wrong idea that if you have a $5 million judgment and you only have $3 million worth of insurance, that they're going to take the $3 million and walk away. Not true. If there's a lot of equity in that equipment and real estate, the judge can liquidate the assets out of the corporation in order to satisfy the difference between the insurance and the judgment. And it's happening every day in this country. So what we've learned is that a corporation is an A++ rated tool for running the business and getting the tax benefits, but it's not that great for lawsuit protection. So the solution is, why don't we set up a tool that does protect against lawsuits, which is LLCs and limited partnerships. We'll let it hold the corporate real estate. We'll let it hold the corporate assets, and then let those entities lease that back up to your operating corporation for its use. And then when the mother of all lawsuits comes against the corporation, it takes 2 seconds for the trial attorneys to realize there isn't anything in the corporation except for the insurance. And it's not that they don't know where the assets are. They do. They know they're down there in LLCs. But they know that there's charging orders in there, as we've discussed in the past, that their law firms are not going to want to look down the barrel of a charging order and end up with a possible malpractice lawsuit against the law firm. So corporations, not very great for lawsuit protection, but they are really great for for running the business and getting the tax benefits. Now, by the way, part of the reason why people think that corporations are great against lawsuits is because there is one little provision in a corporate structure that says that if you're an officer or a director of the corporation and now the corporation gets into a lawsuit, that the lawsuit can't come after the officers and directors personally. That's called the corporate shield. And there is some truth to that. But in later years, that corporate shield has become weaker and weaker. So when people get the misunderstanding that they are getting a great lawsuit protection tool by using a corporation, they're usually thinking about the corporate shield between the corporate lawsuit and the officers, directors personally. But what's going to happen is that we have to understand that, generally speaking, we use corporations, run the business, get the tax benefits, and then let LLCs or limited partnerships hold the property.